welcome to another episode of my fragrance reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing L by L.A.M. Gwen Stefani.
I really feel that I'm losing my best friend.
So back in 2007 when this amazing fragrance was first launched, I remember being so excited because I've always been a huge fan and supporter of Gwen Stefani. I pretty much grew up with her music. She's a legend and a living icon for sure. So yeah, like I said, you know, Elle is just amazing and such a unique fragrance, which I will get into all that later. But yeah, Elle was added to her L.A.M. clothing line back in 2007. She decided to branch out into fragrances, and this is actually one of the only fragrances that isn't a part of Gwen's Harajuku Lovers line, which is just as equally amazing and fabulous. But yeah, this was definitely, you know, I think it tied in very well with the fashion. And Elle was also sort of a celebratory fragrance from Gwen to pretty much celebrate, you know, how successful her solo career had went, because this was, you know, released around the time that a few years after her first solo album, you know, apart from No Doubt, was released, Love Angel Music Baby, and that album was just such a huge hit, and, you know, just she really did break out on her own. And so I think Elle definitely even has, you know, some sort of significance to that album, and you know, definitely the labeling and all that ties in with it very well. So just like Gwen herself, she wanted the ad campaign for her debut fragrance Elle to be very representative of her and her unique style, and she definitely accomplished that. So let's take a more in-depth look at the ad campaign for Elle by L.A.M. Gwen Stefani right now. In the 2007 ad campaign for her first fragrance, Gwen Stefani found a way to bring Elle to life. For her whole career, Gwen has had a style all her own, often over the top, eccentric, but never anything less than fabulous. This ad campaign is all of that and more, complete with her signature platinum blonde hair, red lips, pinstripes, gold accents, and even a dip in the pool. Gwen achieved the perfect ad campaign for her debut perfume, which was a fabulous addition to her mega successful L.A.M. clothing line. I Want You All Over Me, Elle by Gwen Stefani. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the box that Elle by Gwen Stefani comes in. And I have to say, I really do love this box. It's always been very pretty, and I love how there's many different patterns. So this is the Elle by Gwen Stefani box. Right there, obviously, it's the L, you know, that stands for the L in this fragrance. And then up under it, it says L.A.M. Fragrance Gwen Stefani. And I don't know if you can see this, but right in the white pattern, the white stripe, it says, I Want You All Over Me, which is the tagline for the fragrance. So that white and blue stripe goes all the way around the box, for sure. And on the sides, we have this yellow pattern, which I've always said sort of looks a lot like it could be the bottom of a pool. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the bottle for Elle. And I have to say, this is definitely one of my all-time favorite perfume bottles because it is so unique, and I don't have anything like it for sure. And it's so Gwen Stefani, which I absolutely love. So this is the 1.7 50 ml of Elle by Gwen Stefani. And it is absolutely beautiful. Like this gold part that you see here is the lid, the cap that is on the fragrance, and you just take and pull it off like that, and then you have the bottle, which is definitely one of the prettiest color patterns for a perfume bottle, because you've got your red, and then in the middle you've got your yellow, and then on this side it's like a greenish tint, so it's very pretty. And then right there on the front of the bottle it's L, but that's hidden by the cap. The nozzle and sprayer is gold, and then right on top it has again the L right there. So this is definitely a very beautiful and unique perfume bottle. And then the lid is just, you know, gold plated lid. Inside it's blue. It's the exact same way around. So now let's get to the good part. What does L by Gwen Stefani smell like? So I'm going to break down the notes and explain to you what all Gwen decided to put into her debut fragrance. So in the top of her fragrance, Gwen Stefani decided to use Freesia, Water Highkneth, Violet Leaf, and Pear. And if I had to say that any note stood out in the top of this fragrance, it would definitely be the Water Highkneth, because it is a bit floral in the top, but it definitely has a bit of an aquatic feel, and you know, you definitely can detect that water note for sure in the top, which I think is why in the ad campaign there's, you know, the pool water, you know, the box has that under pool water pattern. So this is definitely, you know, this sort of helps it to be a bit more of a, you know, tropical and summer fragrance. And then in the heart of her fragrance, Gwen decided to use orange blossom, jasmine, sweet pea, lily of the valley, and rose. And okay, I will go ahead and say, when I first initially read the notes that were in this fragrance way back when, and I seen that sweet pea was going to be a note in it, I was like, wow, that's going to be different, you know, like that's, I've never really heard of that before. But nothing in the heart, I would say, is a standout star note for sure. Maybe the orange blossom a bit, because after you get past the opening, it does sort of blend into a fruity, you know, like a very fruity tropical element of the fragrance, which makes it, you know, like I said, perfect for summer, spring, you know, like late spring, all summer, perfect fragrance. And then in the base of her fragrance, Gwen decided to use musk, peach, heliotrope, and frangipani. So this is an interesting base for a celebrity fragrance, because, you know, usually musk is like the very bottom of the fragrance, but she decided to use it at the top of the base, meaning that you do get the hint of musk, but it's not very prominent at all. And then also, you know, pretty much by the end of this fragrance, once you do get to the base and you know, it's dried down, then, you know, I would say overall this is a, you know, tropical, fruity, floral a bit fragrance, you know. And it's lovely, you know, it's very lovely, and, you know, a classy scent, you know, it's definitely not overpowering, and it doesn't take much. This is a pretty strong, bold fragrance, so it doesn't take much at all. So if I have spiked your interest and you may be considering adding L by Gwen Stefani to your fragrance wardrobe, you definitely should. And right now you can find this fragrance in multiple sizes at www.USFragranceClub. They do have this fragrance, and like I said, in multiple sizes. They are an absolutely fabulous online store. There you will find an absolutely amazing catalog of authentic perfumes and colognes for men and women. They have gift sets, they have celebrity fragrances, a really impressive list of celebrity fragrances, and all of their fragrances are up to 80% off of original retail. They are absolutely fabulous, and definitely one of the best websites you can go to for a safe and secure shopping experience. And with the holiday season just around the corner, literally just around the corner, you definitely want to shop where you know you can trust that you're going to get an amazing deal and you know, just, you could even possibly check off every name on your list with wonderful and fabulous fragrances. And the US Fragrance Club, they're definitely a lot of fun online and very interactive with their customers and their fans. They're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all the big social media sites. You can find them on Twitter at their original name. You know, they were formerly known as Love123Click. So you can still find them on Twitter at Love123Click. And if you search them out on Facebook, you just search love123click.com on Facebook. And on Instagram, they do go by their new name, which is US Fragrance Club, at US Fragrance Club. So definitely check them out, you know, follow them, search them out. They're a lot of fun. That's the best way to find out, you know, any news or any additions to their catalog, or, you know, information about fun contests and giveaways and okay, guys, that's gonna do it for my review of this amazing and fabulous fragrance by Gwen Stefani, L.A.M.B. Again, in the top of her fragrance, Gwen decided to use Freesia, Water Heikneth, Violet Leaf, and Pear, followed by a heart featuring Orange Blossom, Jasmine, Sweet Pea, Lily of the Valley, and Rose, with a base featuring Musk, Peach, Heliotrope, and Frangipani. So again, that's definitely a very unique list of notes for a fragrance, but that ultimately just adds to this amazing fragrance, and the fact that it is by such a standout and unique star and icon like Gwen Stefani, and this is definitely a must-add to anyone's fragrance wardrobe. It's absolutely just lovely. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for viewing this video and supporting my videos and my channel. I really appreciate it. And again, make sure and head on over to www.usfragranceclub.com. This is where you can find this fragrance and many more at absolutely amazing prices, and check them out on social media. And also check me out on social media. You can find me on Twitter at Perfume Dude BB and Instagram at Perfume Dude BB. And I'm always here to help and talk perfumes and colognes and fragrances anytime. That's why I do these videos. So again, thank you so much, and I will see you guys again really soon with another fabulous fragrance review. Until then, bye. Head on over to www.usfragranceclub.com, where you'll find an incredible catalog of authentic perfumes, colognes, and gift sets at sensational prices, up to 80% off of original retail. Everything from classic fragrances to the newer fragrances, and designer fragrances to the best celebrity fragrances. You'll receive 20% off your first order. They offer free shipping and free fragrance samples with every order. Plus, if your order is $95 or more, you'll receive a free gift of $35 value. www.usfragranceclub.com has got what you're looking for. This holiday shopping season, you can check off every name on your list with a fabulous fragrance. It's www.usfragranceclub.com. Happy shopping!